Hello, Leo. This is your general reading for the week of June 25th to July 1st. Leo, general reading for sun, moon, or rising, depending on what you resonate best with. Let's go ahead and have a look and see what message or messages come through for this week for Leo. Leo. Okay, Leo, so what I'm seeing this week, I do feel like there is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I feel like there's something regarding work happening this week. And I want to say there is a feeling, a general feeling that you're kind of at burnout stage. I feel like the worst is already hit. I feel like you're kind of at a burnout stage. There may be something with energy levels and health, and I feel like this could have to do with something that has to do with work wise. I do want to say, Leo, my question for you is, as far as work, are you creative enough in this position? Are you able to express your creativity? Are you able to express your ideas? We have our sun here along with our Empress, and I want to say this is the maximum of creation. Not only do we have Venus, but we also have the sun here. These two together are arts and creativity and expression of individuality. This is expression of your ideas, what you think. Are you able to express yourself fully at your current job? Because I feel like there may be some blockages here. I feel like there may be some kind of block that's not allowing you to fully express your ideas or express yourself in the workplace. And I'm just asking, Leo, is this the current path that you want to be on? I almost feel like some change is going to come up regarding this, some kind of wake up call, some kind of illumination, or some kind of maybe epiphany, if you will. But I feel like some kind of announcement or some kind of change needs to be made regarding this situation. I feel like you're kind of going down this work path and it's kind of gotten a little bit monotonous, maybe a little bit mundane, hence the reason there could be some physical health issues here. There could be some kind of block, or there could just be a complete burnout period. I feel like perhaps at the beginning of this work or this job or whatever kind of endeavor you've taken on, I feel at the beginning there may have been a lot of this creative energy, possibly a lot of expression, essentially you being a part of something that you were really able to express your own identity through this kind of work, or even through a relationship if we are looking at relationships here. But I really feel like for whatever reason, there is kind of some change or some kind of wake up call that's now bringing some attention to this issue. The question being, is the path that you're going on as far as work or a career or even a relationship, if we're talking about relationships here, is it the correct path, or have you come up to a point where you kind of feel a blockage? Are you feeling a wall here? Are you feeling a blockage? And are you feeling kind of stressed, anxious, stressed, burnt out, and kind of like you're just going through the motions? Because if so, the question is, how, Leo, can you bring some self-expression back into this position or back into this relationship? How can you bring your identity back in? I really feel, Leo, like this week there's kind of some wake-up call that it's telling you, Leo, how can you bring yourself back into this situation? Because I feel like some kind of blockage is here. I feel like you're really burnt out from the situation, and I feel like you're just going through the motions. So I really want to ask, Leo, how can you bring yourself back out? How can you bring yourself back into the limelight? How can you bring that energy and vitality back into the situation that you once had? I feel like it was there. I feel for some reason there's some blockage happening this week, just going through the tasks, and you're essentially burnt out. So Leo, I do want to say for this week, there are some changes coming up regarding this. This is an issue that needs to be addressed. How can changes be made? I feel like some kind of announcement or some kind of wake-up call may happen this week that's going to shine some light on this situation regarding your career, your job, regarding this kind of issue, that maybe there are some blockages here, and maybe it's starting to affect your physical health. Or maybe it's starting to affect your financial health even. If your physical health starts to go, sometimes when the physical health goes, we're not able to get up and physically go to work anymore. It's a monotonous task. It's a drudgery, essentially, to want to get up and go to work. And when we're not going to work, depending on where you work, if you work for yourself, for example, then it may start to affect the finances. Because if you have a business, for example, and you have to open up your storefront every morning, and you're not healthy physically to get up and get out of bed to do it, then this may start to cut into your finances. So these do kind of go hand in hand, these blockages. So I do want to say, Leo, this week is going to be a week to kind of address some of these changes. Know that change is needed. It's coming up. It's needed. There will be some kind of an announcement, some kind of a wake-up call. Is this path that you're currently on, is this the path you want to continue on? And if so, or if not, in either case, how can you express yourself fully? How can you bring that full creativity back into your life like you once had? How can you make yourself shine? How can you become the limelight again, Leo? Because Leo, you are the center of attention. You are the center of everything. Leo, you are ruled by the sun, essentially. And the sun is the center of everything. You have that creative spark, that creative energy, whether it's working with arts or culture or music or theater, something in acting and drama. Any kind of thing that puts you into the limelight, Leo, that is where you shine. So that is really the message that I'm seeing for you this week, Leo, is how you can bring yourself back into the limelight and ask yourself those questions. If the path that you're currently on, if it's one block after another, if you're feeling the physical health effects, if you're feeling financial health effects, how can this be changed? How can you bring your energy and vitality back into this job or into the relationship, if it has to do with a relationship, instead of just going through the drudgery and going through the monotonous tasks every day? How can you bring creativity back? How can you bring your personality back? How can you express yourself again at this workplace? Because if it's not able to be done through this place, this wake-up call, this change that needs to be made, it could essentially be that a career change may be needed, or a job change, or if you're in a business, contemplating selling the business and moving on to something else, or if it's a relationship, if you're not able to express yourself in the relationship, you're not getting the attention that you need in the relationship, you are just going through it, going through the motions. You have to ask yourself, do changes need to be made in this relationship? Is it time to start to move through this drudgery? Is it time to consider, changing 100%, essentially? Bottom line, Leo, is where can you shine? How can you shine again? How can you get your ideas and identity and express yourself? How can you get that back out? How can you essentially shine again? How can you essentially bring your energy and warmth back out to everybody? So that is really the message that I'm seeing for you for this week, Leo. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. If you like this material, please do subscribe, and have a good week.